So in this video, we're going to look at a very simple configuration, doing an automated task creation when a dropdown is changed in the firm or the account record. This is a very handy automation to do so that you can have tasks assigned to different team members to carry out whatever you want to do with that particular client. So what we're going to do, the flow would be when you're in a firm or an account or a customer or an organization, depending on what you call it. We made that change in our last video. And the industry here drop down changes to travel, for instance. We want a task to be created that's related to that particular client or firm in this case. So go into a firm, go into one of the records, change the industry, drop down to travel. And when it's saved, we want a task to be created that we can assign to someone. So let's make that change. So go into your administration. Today I'm using Espo CRM. Backend administration has something called workflows. So you want to look for that for your particular CRM. So let's look at one that I previously created. Here's one where there was an aerospace firm. When that drop down was changed to aerospace and any particular record, it would go ahead and create a task and connect that to the parent. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to create the rule. We're going to make it create travel task. And our entity type is going to be for the firm. Now again, it could be called entity, it could be called object in Salesforce or Dynamics, it could be called module. And then our trigger type, I usually pick updated because that covers actually both updated and created. If you wanted to make sure of creating a brand new record with travel as the industry, you could pick this one. So I'll go ahead and choose that as well. So down here is our condition. And we decided that the condition is going to be when the industry equals travel, then we want an action. And our action here is we're going to create a record. The record that we're going to create is going to be a task. As you can see, I have lots of options here. I could create an invoice. I could create a meeting. But for our purpose here, what we want to do is create a task. And then we don't want to just create the task, but we want to actually update the name so we know what it's for. So this is travel task. Maybe I'll say new here just to give the team member a heads up. And then link with the target. I want to make sure that I link this task back to whatever record that I'm actually having this automation performed on. So it's not just creating a random task with no links, but you'll actually be able to link to it. So let's go ahead and save that. And we're going to look at our task here. We don't have anything here created yet. Just to confirm, let's go to our firm. And let me pick one here, InfoBiz in our test system. Currently, it's in the electronics industry. I'm going to make an update. Maybe I talked to client, did a little research, find out they're actually in the travel industry. Make that change here and save it. And now when I click on tasks, I have my new travel task that's been created. You'll notice when I click on this task, I can, of course, assign it to a user. Maybe Sally's going to get the lucky break to do the research on this client. But I also have this link back to the parent, InfoBiz, which is where I made the change to begin with. So a very simple, quick configuration change, very helpful for when you want to have other records created based on some action. One of the most common action is that a dropdown has been changed or updated. If you have any questions, please reach out, direct message, email us or drop a comment in down below. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.